G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by.
Always.
Well, we have been tracking the Murray River almost from its source at Indi Springs in the Snowy Mountains.
Through Victoria, New South Wales and into South Australia.
And what an adventure it has been.
Oh, it really has.
We are now at the back end of this journey and we're actually wondering if we're going to find anything new to share.
Well, there certainly is. We have discovered a whole new world of Murray River out here.
Charming little riverside towns.
Some really incredible free camps.
The ferries that you used across the river throughout South Australia.
And weren't they an adventure in itself?
Weren't they? What?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, of course, there's the scenery. Oh, it just changes again. Like, the Murray's always a beautiful river.
Yeah.
But it seems to have gone next level over here in South Australia.
Come and join us as we share what we have discovered along the most western line of the Murray River.
And what it has to offer.
Yeah. On our way along the Murray River to Morgan, in South Australia, we called into the little riverside town of Waikerie.
This town is said to be named after the giant swift moth and means many wings. There's a huge mural painted on the side of the supermarket.
There is also a great free camp up near the silo art overlooking the Murray River.
There's a 3.5 kilometre cliff top walk here. Looks quite good actually. Not sure if I'm going to get a chance to do it, but if you're up this way, yeah, certainly looks like it'd be worth a bit of a stroll. The walk is along the banks of the Murray River and takes in some of the wetlands this town is known for.
We've stopped for lunch and a cuppa and then headed over the river on the ferry to continue the trip out to Morgan.
The ferries are great. They run 24/7 and they're free.
Such a great part of the Murray experience here in South Australia.
It's only about a 45-minute drive out to Morgan and the roads are really good.
We managed to get a couple of nights here at the Morgan Riverside Caravan Park. $40 per night with power and water.
The park is well equipped. Camp kitchen.
There's a camp kitchen. Oh look, it's got an oven.
Linda's favourite. Barbecue grill. Oh, a couple of grills. Microwave, fridge. Overlooking the pool. It seems to be out of action. What do you got?
So you've got $5 loads for the large washing machine. They've got one small washing machine which is $4 and a couple of dryers.
Oh, and here's everyone's favourite, the dump point.
Paul's favourite. And a really good playground. It looks almost new, I think. We are now around 2,200 kilometres from the source of the Murray River.
It's a long way.
Yeah. Up to this point, the Murray River has been heading sort of northwest with a few twists and turns. Then here at Morgan, the river takes a sharp turn and heads south towards the Southern Ocean.
There's a fascinating walk through the old port area and what used to be the train station. At the height of the paddle steamer era, Morgan was the busiest river port in South Australia.
In the late 1800s, there were 6 trains a day on the Morgan line, servicing the wharf area and the stockyards.
So apparently in the High River event of 22, the water destroyed the wharf here. It had been restored to the state where you could actually get up on it, and they kept some of the original structure. But then with the High River event, it's actually ruined the whole thing, so they've had to shut it down. I don't know if they're going to get it back up and running again. I hope so. It'd be fascinating to see. It's amazing to think that at one time this place was just backed up with paddle steamers. I mean, it's such a sleepy little town now, but back in those days this would have been a hive of activity with paddle steamers. Just incredible. Just been chatting to Wayne, one of the locals in the area, and he was telling us that those houses across the river there, they were up to their floorboards in water. That's how high the water level was at that time.
Well, just remember, Paul, that they're on stilts, so their floorboards are quite high up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of water coming through here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Morgan is such a peaceful little town with so much history as a port along the Murray River.
Well, I tell you, for such a small town, this place has a lot of charm. It's got 2 pubs and this tiny little grocery store. I mean, it's great that they actually keep it running here. It'd be so handy for the locals here for sure.
Absolutely.
Without having to drive off. I don't know where the next nearest town would be from here.
I wonder if it's Cadell, actually. I thought I would look it up, but I think it might be Cadell.
So it's great it's here.
Yes.
But yeah, there's so much charm and character about this place. I love it.
Hey, Paul. I did our groceries there today.
Did you?
I got what I needed to.
In one of those little trolleys?
Yeah, in one of those little trolleys.
Awesome.
Really interesting experience. Yep.
Yeah, such a good experience. Anyway, great little town. Love it.
Yeah.
So I've just spent a couple of nights here in Morgan at the Riverside Caravan Park. It's very pleasant here. It's not right on the waterfront. Well, you can get right on the waterfront sites, but there's no power or water down there. And because we were working, we wanted to get power and water. So there's a levee bank between us and the water, which is fine.
Which means you can't see the river, though.
No.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But it's been fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, tonight, it's the end of our work week. Busy 2 days. Off to the pub for dinner.
Yeah.
Heard good things about it up here, so it'd be interesting to check that out. So the pub's only a short stroll from the caravan park, which is very handy. Actually, everything in Morgan's just a short stroll from the caravan park. There's not much to the town.
Lovely little pub. It's got the bar. Right at the end of this corridor is Paul.
Menu looks alright. Selection of Parmas. Parmigiana, Hawaiian, meat lovers. So Wenda's got the steak.
Yum, look at this, Paul. Looks good.
Alright. And a Mexican Parma. Then, on the way back to the van, Wenda spotted this old building, all lit up, and couldn't resist checking it out. What is it?
It's a morgue, built in 1886.
Oh dear. We then headed to Blanchetown. On the Murray, just down from Morgan, on our way through to Swan Reach. Called in here for lunch, and we are going to check out the first ever lock built on the Murray. So Lock 1. Apparently there's about 13 locks on the Murray, and this is the first one of them. So we couldn't really do a Murray trip and not check out the first lock. There's a bit of a cutting here on the side of the road where we park the car, just across the road from the lock, and there's a walk down here to it. And here it is. There's lock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10.
And 11.
11. There's another 2 somewhere because I believe there's 13 locks on the lake.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. There must be in Victoria, I reckon.
We are now only 274 kilometres from the mouth of the Murray. Ooh, getting there. Uh,
3,500 of megalitres
per day. Look at the 1956 flood, how much water was flowing through then.
Wow.
So Blanchetown is only a tiny little place. I think there's only about 300 people actually live here. So there's not much to it at all. It does have a pub that gets really good reviews. It's got a caravan park here. It's certainly a place we would consider staying, although it's not on our agenda this time around. No reason not to stop here. It seems a nice enough place.
Yeah.
Then you got the Blanchetown RSL.
Open.
Check out the chemist over here. It's not open at the moment.
Do you think it's ever open?
I don't know, actually. It doesn't look like it, does it?
No.
So we stayed on the Murraylands Road to get down to Swan Reach. But so far, as soon as we left Blanchetown, it's turned to dirt. Literally, a dirt road. It's in good condition so far, like it's been nice and smooth, no corrugation, so it's been pleasant enough to drive. I don't know if it's the whole 26 kilometres or not, but we're about to find out.
So Paul's just put the caravan on, because on this dirt road we're noticing there's a bit of dust being thrown back by the car and the van. So we don't want a dusty bed tonight.
We are back on bitumen. So that bit of the road, there was about 15 kilometres of dirt, but it was in really good condition. It was nice and flat, not too much in the way of corrugate, well, not any corrugations really. A couple of bumps here and there, but that was about it. In the night here at Swan Reach. So I've come to the Tenbury Camping Reserve area, but there's not a lot of places left where you can actually park the van. So that's going to be the major issue, is if we can actually even get a spot in here. Beautiful looking spot. You overlook the cliffs on the other side across the Murray. But yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any room for us here. That's the trouble. Anyway, we'll go have a bit of a look around, see if we can find a spot. Well, it was pretty crowded, but we did manage to get a spot. It's not a bad spot actually, not ideal. It's behind a few trees, but still right next to the river. Walking distance up to the ferry, so we'll be able to walk over there tonight and nick over to the pub for dinner. So yeah, anyway, check this out. There's the pub up there on the hill. So walk up to here, get the ferry across, and then up to the pub. That should be all right. And here's us up here on the hill. So the east to west was actually quite level. So it wasn't too bad at all. Even the north to south wasn't bad, but I did actually put the jack underneath to lift the front up just a bit to get it nice and level. So yeah, it's pretty good. We're holding our grey water, so it's because we're so close to the river, you don't like to drop it in because it'll just run into the river. So there's actually a dump point here as well, which is handy, as well as the toilet itself. Not a lot of room here though. It fills up pretty quick too. There's been a lot of people come through and just driven off. I noticed a couple of caravans travelling together. They came in. There's no way you could get them close to each other.
What, Paul? I've had a look at the toilet. Can you believe it's flushing? Oh my goodness, seriously? I am so pleased.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Looks like an old bomb shelter.
This area around Swan Reach is renowned for its towering cliffs that line the river, and as you can see, they were something else.
Yep, so are the Corellas. I was getting a bit worried that they would even fly into the drone.
One of the things we liked about this free camp was that it was only a short walk to get the ferry to cross the river for dinner.
Another new experience for us. Did you know that these ferries are operated by the state government and considered part of the road network?
No, I didn't, Paul. Really?
Now, we walk up to the pub.
There's a bit of a hike to get up to the pub, but wait till you see the view.
How nice is this beer garden? Alright, got the beers organised. Got a Palmer, of course. Wenda, got kangaroo fillets. Poor old Skip. There's no lighting at the free camp, so don't forget to take a torch, or things could get quite messy. Well, we had a very nice night here at Swan Reach. Very peaceful overnight, very quiet. But now we are off to Big Bend for the night. So we'll cross over the river on the ferry. Apparently across just over the river there's a place where we can go fill up with water. So we'll top our water up, head down to the Big Bend, and at least get one night in there. Looking forward to that. It's supposed to be really spectacular. I've seen a couple of posts on it online and it looks really good, so really keen to check that one out.
Something we've noticed with towing the van onto these ferries is that the angle of approach varies a bit. This one was good, but a couple of times we almost bottom out a little. Good morning. Good exercise for the morning, isn't it?
How you doing? Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Should get out, do this. So here we are at the Swan Reach Len White Reserve. They have got amazing new toilets and a drinking water and the beginnings of a dump point. Well, we think it's a dump point, so we didn't use it just in case, but it certainly looks like a dump point. Paul's certain it is.
What a facility, amazing resource. Thank you, Swan Reach. So that's the dump point. Well, we think it's a dump point. There's the drinking water on the side of the toilet, and brand new toilet facility with soap and a hairdryer. A hand dryer, not a hairdryer. Beautiful clean facilities, lots of toilet paper. And then over here, we've got bins, a little playground, and barbecues and picnic area right here on the Murray. Plenty of room to park and turn your van around.
Just off the highway, opposite Old Loxton Road.
There is the sign to Big Bend.
Paul's just put the caravan on to limit the amount of dust in the van, and we'll see how it goes. It does look like rain over there though. It's a bit of a worry because one of the reviews was that although the roads are gravel, when you get in there it's sand, and that sand can actually become quite slippery when it's raining.
Hey Paul.
G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by.
Over there, there's rain. Just over there. Can you see it?
Hope it stays there.
Let's hope it stays there, eh?
So I've had a look down here at Big Bend, and it's a nice spot. Looks all right actually, and we probably could get the van in and get it nice and level, but there's a bit of rain forecast, so we're a bit reluctant to come down here because it's very soft sand, and I imagine with a bit of water we could be in a bit of strife. I don't know. Anyway, so but the thing is, like, we don't want to really take that chance. Ground is a bit uneven. There was a spot back there that looked a bit flatter, and so we probably could have got the van nice and level, but we're thinking about going up to have a look at Big Bend East, which is apparently on top of the cliffs and some great panoramic views from up there. So maybe that'll be a good spot for the night. It's only another 5 or 10 minutes up the road, but as you can see, I mean, this would be a nice spot down here, especially in the warmer months. You know, you swim in the river, and beautiful area. But there are no facilities here at all. There's nothing here. You just got the spot here. So you do need to be fully self-contained. Water and toilet and all that sort of gear. We've made our way to Big Bend East. Cliff tops high above the Murray. Oh, what a spectacular view it is up here.
Yeah, apparently the stars, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it today because it's so cloudy, but apparently the stars are magnificent on a clear day.
And according to Wiki Camps, you can camp along here, up the top here. You can actually camp for the night here. Anyway, we're going to have a look here, because I mean, at the moment we're just in the middle of the road, but there might be places up here where we can put the van. Anyway, I'm going to have a bit of a look. What's that, Wen? A slab site?
Yep.
It's pretty good, eh?
Now I think that's the slab to...
A telescope pad. Alright, so this is the area here where you can bring your van in by the looks of it. We parked the van a little back from the cliff edge and the view was just fantastic.
You are just off the road, so there is a little bit of road noise, but it didn't bother us at all.
Oh, it was actually quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
I believe these are the tallest cliffs on the Murray and form the longest bend along the Murray. They give the river that sort of feel about being in a gorge.
Then as the sun set, we watched the sky light up with colour and felt dwarfed by the Big Bend cliffs.
Well, we just spent the night here at Big Bend. Oh, I tell you, what a beautiful night. The sky last night, I tell you what, it was so clear. Apparently, this is the best place to view the stars, and you could see lots of them. they were out in full force last night. Anyway, today we're off down to Mannum. We're going to check out another free camp down there and hopefully get on to a paddle steamer and do a bit of a trip up the river. Can't believe it, we've travelled all this way, over 2,000 kilometres up the river, and haven't been on a paddle steamer yet. Anyway, hopefully down there we can get onto one. But a great little spot here up on the cliff overlooking the Murray River. Oh, what a dream. Anyway, let's go.
Do you believe that? This sign tells us that where we are here has an average darkness reading of 21.9 or more, whatever that means. But what actually it does mean is that this dark sky reserve is among the darkest on Earth. No wonder those stars were so amazing. A magic place. I'm actually a bit sad to leave.
So we pulled into Mannum, into the free camp here. We went and had a look at the other end of it where the toilets are, and it costs to stay there. I'm not sure how much it is, but you get a permit to stay there, and they're allocated sites. And it was pretty full. It was walking distance back to the ferry, which is fine. So we could have stayed there, but we would have had to unhitch because we couldn't seem to find one of the spots that were big enough to fit us under there. The other issue is that we needed some sunlight, and there was only places in the shade. And we need to get some sunlight for the solar in the van. So I've come up to this other one up here on the other side of Mannum, and there's a few more sites here. It's not a lot of sites, half of it's been closed down, but again we've got the issue with no sunlight. Alright, so we decided to stay here at the reserve in Mannum, not the Balto Reserve but the one up the other side. We didn't go with the waterfront part because all of the sites there, or the spaces that were there that were available, actually on a slope. So you'd have to put the level ramps up, or if I had airbags I could level it that way, I suppose.
But we don't.
But that would have been a challenge. But where we are parked now is nice and level, so I didn't have to, and I could stay hitched up. So it means that we can go and check out Mannum today, spend the night here, and then in the morning just head off on our way. But for now we're going to go into Mannum. We're just walking down the road. It's only a short walk up to the ferry, get across to the other side, and hopefully we can get onto the paddle steamer over there and go for a bit of a trip up and down the river.
Yep, that'd be nice.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
So here in Mannum they actually have 2 ferries crossing the river, so it must be keeping busy. I wonder at what point they determine it's worth putting a bridge across. Our first stop in town,
The information centre.
and see if we can get on a paddle steamer. Alright, so we can't get on to the paddle steamer today because it's all booked out, so I have to decide if we're going to hang around till tomorrow to get on, or and just wait maybe until we get down to Goolwa. So we'll have a think about it and see what we can do. But in the meantime, we thought we'd check out the museum and see if we can find out a bit more information, all things paddle steamers and the Murray River. $7.50 for concession. Full price was $12, so not a bad value coming in here and checking out that. Look out! Watch out for the tree!
This paddle steamer, the PS Canley, has quite a colourful history on the Murray River. It was originally built in Kundrook, Victoria in 1907.
In 2010, it was towed back to Morgan, where it was restored and now getting some work done in Mannum.
This is the paddle steamer we couldn't get on.
The Mayflower.
A 90-minute cruise would have cost $30. Oh well, maybe next time.
Still, Mannum is a nice place to check out. And then we Wenda spotted, the Murray Princess, another icon of this region.
I know, it's amazing.
certainly a lot more activity on the water here in Mannum, more than we've seen anywhere else so far. So I imagine during the summer months, nice warm days, it's going to be pretty busy out here. Well, we didn't get onto a paddle steamer.
No, that was a bit sad, wasn't it? We just didn't time it really well,
No.
really.
So hopefully we can before the end of this journey.
Yes. You know, regardless, Paul, this has been an amazing leg of the journey.
I know, it's different again.
It was so different to any other part that we've done before.
What an adventure it's been.
It has been an amazing adventure.
Hopefully you can come and join us next time as we wind up our adventure along the Murray River, following it since its source till it hits the Southern Ocean. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye.